So I've had the k.o.ii for a while now, so I thought I'd make a video discussing my thoughts, my opinions, the pros, the cons, and also how I intend to use the k.o.ii. If that sounds good, then please stick around. Also, please do subscribe if you haven't already. I recently noticed that more than 50% of my viewers have not subscribed, so it would be amazing if you could do that. And yeah, let's check out the k.o.ii. Okay, so let's start with the elephant in the room, which is the build quality. I've been pretty fortunate that everything is functioning perfectly on mine. I was aware of the fader gate before mine arrived, so I was very careful when applying the cap to the fader. The only slight thing that I've noticed is that my number 9 key is a tiny bit higher than the other ones. Now, this isn't a problem, but it also shouldn't really be the case. So my only concern really is the longevity of the pads and the faders. Can this thing take a beating? Are these going to be working fine in 2 or 3 or 4 years from now? I'm not so sure. Next, let's move on to the functionality. Definitely takes a while to wrap your head around the workflow of the k.o.ii, and I have found myself swearing at it on multiple occasions. There are definitely some things about it that piss me off. One of them that I've noticed is when you're recording quite a long track, or like even 4 bars or something, you make a mistake so you want to record it again. Sometimes when you press play, it doesn't start from 1, and that's super annoying for me. You can start it from 1 by holding shift. But that means that you're using another hand, a hand that should be primed, ready to record. So yeah, that's annoying. There are some polyphony issues. If you max out the polyphony, then samples start stealing from other samples, and that can be annoying. Also, the 64 megabytes of memory. I've seen folks say that you shouldn't really complain about this, but I'm gonna, because it's 2023. You make this 50 quid more expensive and put a gig of memory in it, and I would be so happy. Especially because I'm used to working with the OP1, and one of my biggest gripes about it is you can max out the memory so quickly, and so you're always kind of concerned about how much space have you got left. I guess we'll talk about some good things as too, because there are lots of great things about it. One I would like to highlight is the effects. The effects are really nice, especially the delay. Let's try out the delay. The way it kind of trails and feedbacks is so nice. Really crunchy, full of character. Also the punch-in effects. Honestly, love that delay. The punch-in effects are so much fun, and they can really chop up your tracks in sort of unpredictable ways. What have I done? I've increased the tempo, have I? See, things like this happen a lot. Let's go to 90. I don't even know if that was the right tempo. Let's try 85. Let's go with 95 then. I see what's happening. I thought I was changing the delay time. I was changing the tempo. So, you know, sometimes it is user error. I'm not going to claim that it's all this. We also have a looper here, which is really great. ever seen any sampler do things like that, it's really so much fun, and I can see this being one of the main ways that I'm going to use this, is sort of having pre-made beats and chopping them up in this crazy way. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Next, I'm going to take a look at other ways that I intend to use this. So this jam came together really quickly, and I thought it could be a good idea to recreate the jam from scratch to demonstrate how easy or potentially how frustrating working with the k.o.ii can be. So I'm going to go to the next scene and sort of erase all of the sequences but keep the sounds in place, and then try and build the same sort of jam back up in place. It won't be exactly the same, I imagine, but it'll be pretty similar. So yeah, let's try that. Okay, so I have a completely blank project here. I have kept all the sounds though, so in group A I have my drums. Those 4 are blank. In B I have the bass. In C I have this kind of electric piano thing, and that one in D. These are all stock sounds from the k.o.ii. I'm going to start by putting some drums down, and to give myself a sort of metronome, I'm going to start with a hi-hat, and there is a way you can sort of trigger the hi-hat, which is by pressing timing, and it'll just play like that. So I'm going to hit record. It's 2 bars in length, and then get a wee count in. So we've got the hi-hat down. Now I'm going to change the quantization to 16, and I'll put down some hi-hats. No, snare. Next I'm actually going to put down the bass line because it will just help with the sort of kick placement and the drum placement. So I'm going to go over to B. I'm in key mode, so I can use an external keyboard. Let's get the octave right. That's what I want to record. So hit record, hit play. Okay, I'm ready to put the kick down. Now I can't remember exactly what other percussive patterns I had on the go, so I'm just going to kind of improvise and then record when I find something nice. Yeah, I might do that. I do remember that I'd layered up some of the snares. You can actually punch in as well by just holding record and hitting a button. like that. So record, play. Don't think I was using that one. I was probably using that. So already we've got something that's quite a bit of fun, especially when you start bringing these effects in. This effect, the zero, I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to like shift the sounds, or it does something weird. It can be amazing, but it can also be mental. Next, let's put down the sort of electric piano part. Yeah, that sounds good. This one's going to be 4 bars in length. Here the keys here are starting to steal some of the polyphony, so it does not take long to max that out. And in the sort of open and jam, I was actually using the reverb as my effect to add a nice sort of trail to that snare. You can actually automate that as well, I believe, using the fader, but I'm not going to do that. Next, I'm going to commit that, shift main commit, which now moves us on to the next scene. And for this scene, I'm going to delete the electric piano by pressing Erase and C, which deletes the pattern. So now we just have the drums and bass, and in my sort of open and jam, I was playing these, this lovely sound on top. And this works really nice with these two effects. And then we can move back. Nice kind of weird filter sweep there. That was pretty easy. I expected at least one thing to go wrong. Nothing really went wrong. And I think when you put beats like this together sort of so effortlessly, it's hard to complain about the price of the k.o.ii when you can make these really amazing beats, provided everything actually works and you don't get a faulty unit. It's a great idea machine. Next, let's take a look at sampling. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration of the sampling workflow. I'm using my phone as my sound source, and I pulled up an album by an Italian composer called Piero Umiliani, who was absolutely prolific. There are hundreds of albums on Spotify that are all rammed full of sampleable material. And to do this, you hit the sample button, and then you need to hold down a pad in order to sample, and it's kind of auto-triggered by the sound coming in. And I hope I do not get a copyright strike for this. So that's what I want. Now I'm going to trim the sound. I want to go to the strings coming in on the first chord. To do this, we hit Shift and Edit, and we can go through different parameters here. This is the trim parameter, and yeah, that might be what I want. I've got a beat on group A here, so let's try out these two together. That's definitely what I want. Next, I'm going to go to the next pad and use the same sound, which was 52, and I'm going to trim it to the second chord. That's another annoying thing, and when you adjust any of these parameters, it automatically plays the sound. I would rather move the parameter and trigger the sound when I want it. But that might be right. Let's try it out with the beat. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to do the same again on the next pad, just to get that doo-doo little piano bit. So let's... That might work. Maybe just... Yeah, that's the one. Next, I'm going to record it. That. Let's see. No, I made an arse of it, so I'm going to delete those sequences and just record that in again. There might have been a wee No, that's okay. Next, I'm going to put down a bass line, and I've got this bass sound, which I really like. I'm going to hit the keys so I can use that keyboard. I like that. Anyway, I need to go down an octave. that's what I want to record, let's do it. Weird things can happen with the effects. But I do like it when it pitches things up. Like that. Yeah, that's a quick look at the sampling. That came together relatively quickly. I guess I should give an overview, a conclusion. So there's obviously some issues with the build quality and the packaging, or both. And there are some issues as well with the workflow, I think. The polyphony is an issue for me. It's quite annoying. If they could implement resampling, then that would definitely go some way to fixing that. The 64 megabytes of memory is just annoying, but there's nothing I can do about that. Having said all that, I think it's incredibly good fun. It's a very creative tool. I've already ended up using it on 2 tracks that I've been working on for a new EP, which I'll hopefully have more information on soon. So I don't have any regrets in buying it. I can see myself using this for years, provided it continues to work and doesn't break. So yeah, it is a lot of fun. You can't deny it. And the portability is a big thing as well. You can take this with you, put some batteries in, and make full tracks like this. If you've enjoyed today's video, then please leave a like and a comment. If you would like to help support the channel, then I have a Patreon account where I upload extra videos and sample packs. I also have this cassette here. This is an EP I released in 2019, and I ordered some cassettes, so they're available on my Bandcamp. Also, there are affiliate links down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. As always, have a great new year. I'm sure 2024 is going to be interesting. And yeah, I'll catch you all very soon.